What's going on, YouTube? Thank you for tuning in to another episode of Welcome to Texas Podcast. Thank you for all the day ones, all the new subscribers, likes, comments, feedback. Thank you so much. It's greatly and genuinely appreciated. How's everybody out there doing today? Been a minute, been a couple of days since I jumped up on here. Just seeing what's going on. Couple of big things in the news been happening. Got the fight night going on tonight. Uh, so I decided to just jump on, man, see what's going on. Uh, I ain't got too much going on my end. My end is I already said, that's sometime next month. We'll see. We'll go from there, man. That ain't too much. That ain't too much excitement, man. Like of what's going on in the world. A lot of people seems they're losing their minds, man. Perfect example. This one dude out of here out of Dallas got into a fight with his boss man up at the hotel and end up summarizing his head off, man. And sad situation. In the video, you can see where he actually chops it off, man, and kicks it around, and then picks it up, and then goes dumps it in the trash can. I don't know, man. I mean, maybe some kind of psychotic features, and something else had to be playing a role in that guy's state of mind, man. To actually do all that in front of a public and daylight, his wife and his son try to intervene. They try to get in the middle. And man, he just went hacking at the dude, man. But that hotel where it's at, man, it's like in East Dallas, man. It's like a crime roach motel. And the thing about it, man, that them dudes that own them motels, it's always the Indian guy, man. A lot of these people that own these hotels over here, like in Dallas, in the seediest parts of town, a lot of them are Indian. They like uh they like taking that money, man. And that Charlie Kirk, man, it's a sad situation, man. That you can't even express your opinions and thoughts without having your life put at fear. When I seen the video, man, I was like, man, that's it, man. It's when I seen the video of him getting hit, I'm like, oh man, you can see the life, his soul leaving his body, man. As soon as the impact, there was like instant. It almost seemed like it was instant. And it's tripped out, man, because I've seen somebody get shot up close from the neck, man. And it's the same thing, man. It's a gushing fountain. But the thing that saved this person that I seen get shot in the neck, what saved them was the hollow point. And just like Charlie Kirk, man, that I seen somebody get hit in the neck just like that, man. It's like a water fountain, like a spigot, and it's just gushing, man. All right. And but when this dude got hit, man, I think what saved him was two things, man. Two things. The doctor said that two things saved him, man. That he was drunk, he was full of alcohol, and two things. The second was that it was a hollow point. So when it entered and it went in his head and it went out of school, it just shattered and it went all over the place. And that day, man, or when I seen that video of Charlie Kirk getting hit, I'm like, man, that's the same way that dude got hit, man. But it's two different scenarios, man. When I seen that dude Charlie get hit, man, you can see the life leaving his body, man. Like, I could you it was instantly, man. You could see his soul leave his body. But then when my friend got shot in the neck, man, he was fighting, man. Even through it was a spigot coming out of his neck, man. He was still fighting. He was still talking and gargling and asking, man, I don't want to die, man. I don't want to die. He was still conscious, man. But then again, he got hit with like a 9 millimeter, man, in the neck, maybe from being in the passenger, being in the passenger of the car, and somebody being in the back seat, man. So it was real close, man, when he got hit. And it's crazy, man. It's almost like in the movies, man. And when I seen that dude Charlie, I'm like, yeah, that's the way it is, man. Because when I see my friend get hit in the neck, it was like an open spigot, man. Blood was just squirting all over the place. He was walking. I mean, he had a white shirt on him, and that white shirt was just red by a matter of, man, it seemed seconds. Matter of seconds, man. And the dude that chopped off the guy's head off, man, you got to think, man, like how much anger, man, how much anger did he have to do to chop off his head? So I'm just coming out here, man, just giving my opinions and my thoughts, man, wasting time. Uh, ain't too much to talk about it other than what's going on in the news, man. Uh, I'll have my day in court, and really, that's really the end of it. There shouldn't really be me talking about it on here. Uh, so if you're not interested on what I'm talking at the moment, man, just move around. If it doesn't find it interesting, and you want me to be talking about some homosexual activity or uh, I don't know, man. It just I'm really just trying to figure out what I want to do with this YouTube channel, man. Right. I don't want to be talking about homosexual and gay activity and all that nonsense that I've been talking about for about a year, going on 2 years already, man. You know, talking about that shit, is getting me in court and suing somebody. So I want to get away from talking from that homosexual prison talk, and I don't know. I'll figure it out. I'm not too worried about it. Uh, I'm not too worried about, man. Just waiting for this court date to happen, uh, and see what comes out of it. Tonight we're gonna see Canelo give Crawford an ass whooping. Right? Crawford's gonna get an ass whooping tonight. Canelo is gonna put the Mexican paws on him. Gonna dog him out. I'm gonna call it by the ninth round, man. Ain't no boxing fans in here, or we got nothing but booty bandit supporters. Ain't no boxing fans, or everybody just want to be talking about bandits, booty bandits. I'm your booty bandit's worst nightmare. I'm your I'm your favorite booty bandits worst nightmare. So out of 9 people, I say they're all oppositions. What's going on, God Soldier? Hey man, good to see a familiar face around town, man. It's good to see a familiar face, man. I had 9 people not say a motherfucking thing, man. Not even good to see you around, God Soldier. Who you got? Who you got tonight, man? You got Crawford or you got Canelo? Who you put in the month's rent? Who you put in the rent? Who you putting the rent money on? Or the diaper money? Oh shit. It's gonna be a good fight, man. It's gonna be a good fight. And they got some pretty good undercards too, man. They got Vargas' son fighting, one of them. It's gonna be a pretty good match. Oh, well, they got blocked for a reason, man. They got blocked. If they're blocked, man, they got blocked for a reason. No, it's on Netflix. It's gonna be on Netflix, man. I've been fixing up a I've been fixing up a little man cave, man. Fixing up a little area, man. I thought I was gonna have it ready by today, but you know, I probably have it ready by in a couple of days, man. That way, I can chill in my little area, man. Getting it ready. I probably start doing probably start doing some reaction videos, man. I don't know. I'll figure it out. Uh, I'm just tired of talking about the same shit over and over, man. Uh, I'm tired of it, man. All has gotten me is into basically trouble. Right. So I want to get away from talking about from the homosexual, man. Let the victims handle it out, man. Let the I've already given the victims and the family members momentum. If they want to go about it, man, they can seek justice, right? I'm seeking justice by the person that wronged me, right? Mark, uh, at the end of the day, I'm not Mark's victim. I'm not Mark's victim. At the end of the day, I'm not Mark's victim. So I can want for the victims to get justice, but I'm not his victim. Right? I can't seek retributions from Mark. So I did my part, man. Right now it's time for me to talk about something else, man. I'm gonna have my day in court. My day in court's coming up, and I don't know. We'll go from there. Right? But I was going through my documents, man. I got granted full custody of my daughter and son as a single father. When I was going through my documents, man, right? I'm like, damn. I feel proud, man, that as a single dad, a single father, I was able to get full custody rights of of my daughter and son, man. They're grown now. They're grown. They have their own life. I did my part, man. It feels good, man. It feels good that as a father I did my part, man. And as I'm going through the documents, and I'm reading them, I'm like, damn, you know what? For me to get full custody rights, man, that tells me I was doing something right, man. To where the courts granted me full custody, man. Because I have to get all these documents in order, man. I have to get all my documents in order to show my case, man. So, man, as I'm going through it, man, one of my kids, they done left and they done got their own place. They're situated, man. It's an accomplishment, man. Because I feel good, man. I'm like, uh, I set the foundation for them to succeed, and they're becoming law-abiding citizens. And as a father, man, that's all you can ask for, man. Oh man, that beheading, it happened in East Dallas, man. It happened in East Dallas. All right. That hotel where it happened at, the dude was a maintenance man. He was a maintenance man, and he would clean up the rooms, fix the rooms up, and he got into it with the owner. The owner you know, bitched him out or something, and the dude didn't like getting told what to do by his manager, which is the owner of the hotel, the Indian guy. And they got into an argument. And next thing you know, the dude said that he went to his room, got a machete, and started hacking at him. And it's crazy, man, because you can see the video, man. There's video out there that you can actually see this guy hacking at it, and then he hacks it and he kicks it, and you can see the head just roll. It rolls like a little soccer ball, and it just stops. But you got to think about the anger that man had to have, man. That must have not been the first time the manager screamed at him in public, made him feel some type of way, and he said, "Oh man, I'm not taking this shit." But that's the owner's responsibility, man. They're always trying to look for cheap. That's the thing about them Indian dudes, man. Them Indians that own any kind of restaurant, hotel, store, they're always trying to look for the cheap price, man. They're always trying to get the cheap labor. They're always trying to fuck somebody over, right? If they know that the job will cost 200-300 bucks, man, they'll try to pay a dope fiend 25 bucks to do it. Paint the parking lot. Well, I'll charge you about 1,500 bucks to paint the parking lot. No, the way they see it, they're just go find the dope fiend that lives there, pay them 50 bucks, pay the paint, and whatever the dope fiend gets to do, hey. So you invite these kind of people into your environment, man. You welcome them in because you're just like, oh man, I'm gonna get some cheap labor. I'm not gonna pay them what they deserve. I'm gonna pay them pennies on the dollar. So then you got to ask yourself, man, as a businessman, you're not just gonna go hire any kind of dude off the street, man. You're putting yourself at liable, man. Because what if you hire a Mark and then you take him to a customer's house and man, he catches a case there on your watch. It's you can't just you know it's. I'm not saying that the owner deserved what he got, man, but you know it's you got to find accountability, man. If he would have never hired this guy for pennies on the dollar and hired a honest, proper maintenance man, that he would have did a background check, uh, at least would have known who the fuck he hired, right? Instead of saying, you know what, oh, man, you do it for $10 an hour. Come on, I hire you. So, man, in the way you get what you ask for, man. You put yourself in a situation to get fucked over, and that's what happened, man. If you look at the video, man, the dude's lucky that he didn't turn the machete on the wife and kid, because the wife and kid came out and they tried to get in the middle of the father, and the dude just pushed them out the way and went to hacking. Oh shit. Yeah, so it's he asked it upon himself, man, for hiring them type of people, man. You know what I mean? And me, I don't even watch none of these guys' videos, man. I don't entertain in none of it. Uh it's a bunch of scheming and plotting that we just gotta see how it goes, man. You know, a lot of these dudes that said some bad shit about me, man, there got to be some kind of consequences, man. All right. And the first time I ever heard any kind of defamation, any kind of slandering, any kind of doxing was from Dante Lamar Bell. Now, wherever he heard it from, I don't care. It's his responsibility to check facts before you republish it. Right? When you speak like about it like it's facts, not just an opinion, uh, you're still liable. So they can sit there and try to throw each other under the bus and point the fingers. At the end of the day, there's only one person that's going to pay the consequences, man. I'm going to be able to prove his malice, his intentions were just to defame my character. It wasn't just a we got you moment. No, it was barrage of defamation. Like if it was confirmation, right? Passing it off publicly like if it was facts. Using Francisco Martinez as me. All along, they had my birth. They had my actual birth date, right? Because they had my criminal record from the beginning, right? So all along when they knew that Francisco, they knew Through the birthday, it wasn't me, but they still continued, right? What were their intentions? To stop me from talking about Mark Moore, right? That's what they wanted, right? That's what I'm stopped talking about Mark Moore by choosing, right? Because right now I'm taking this piece of shit due to court, right? Now, after it happens, I'll go back to posting Mark Moore shit and expressing my opinion about Mark Moore. But if Mark Morris feels so offended, he needs to take the proper steps to sue my ass. Right? Just like I'm taking the proper steps on suing that piece of shit for defamation of character. I can prove the intentions were to harm me and to cause me stress. There was no other purpose of it. Right? Because I have videos of them showing my criminal record. So then they had my birthday, and then when they showed the Francisco, it's like, come on, man. All along, y'all knew what y'all were doing. And I say y'all, because after Dante Lamar Bell started it, it was like a domino effect. Everybody else, Joe, Susie, and Blow started coming out with their own stories. So just because I'm not making videos and they don't see, that's the thing, God soldier. They don't need to know, right? They don't need to know. It will be known in the courtroom of law. Right? A no bill means not guilty, innocent. That's it. That's it. That's all that means. So if you want to misinterpret a legal document to defame my character, to spin the narrative of whatever you want, you're liable, right? Because that's all a no bill means. A no bill is not a conviction. It's not a guilty. I did not. There's no reason I have to explain anything to anybody. If you want to know the truth, you should do your due diligence and go see why the state of Texas gave me a no bill. Instead of trying to spin your own narrative and trying to place the tail on the donkey blindfolded, everything is public knowledge to where you could have done your research, due diligence. But instead, you went on your own conviction, right? Manipulating a legal document. A legal document that says no bill, not guilty. When you present that to a court, a judge, he's going to look at you and be like, what is this? Nowhere does this say a conviction. This says not guilty, innocent by the state of Texas. A judge knows the definition of what a no bill is. They know what it takes for a no bill. And like I said, man, I'm going through all my documents. And I got custody of my kids, a daughter and a son. My daughter was 5, my son was 6. I got full custody as a single father. I was granted full custody. Don't you know CPS, Child Protective Service, before they give any kind of kids any kind of custody to anybody, they do a deep research. They look into the father. They look into who's going to get custody of these kids. Then they go, okay, this father got a no bill. Okay, let's go see why the father has a no bill. Why? And there you go. Right? The state of Texas says I'm okay. But clowns on YouTube and social media trying to convict people. And that's why there's consequences to it, man. Right? There's consequences for people defaming your character. It's a process that I'm going through. It's a case that I'm going to win, right? Because there is no crime being committed on my end or anybody else's end. There's no crime. But I don't need to address it on the internet, right? I don't need to address the person that said it, Dante Lamar Bell. He's the one that's going to get explained to, right? In a courtroom setting where it matters. Where it matters. Your opinion, everybody else's opinion is irrelevant, right? What matters is the judge's opinion. What they got to say, right? Do you have grounds to call me a chomo, a pedophile? Then if you have grounds and you have proof, then you have nothing to worry about it. We will get our explanation in court. That's the thing. That everything is public information. It's like me. If I want to make a story about you, God Soldier, and everything is public information, I'm gonna go find that public information before I hold myself liable, man. Nowhere does it say a conviction, right? They had to use Francisco Martinez to try to paint a picture of me being some kind of creep, right? So you can see the malice, the extent of the defamation of character. Explain. Well, believe me, we're going to have our day of explaining. We will have our day of explaining. And that day is going to be to an educated person that knows the law. Right. We're going to see what a no-bill means to an educated person, a person of the law. Not some fucking idiots that are going to express their own opinion off of YouTube. No. There's no explanation for me to do, right? If I had a conviction, a guilty, a plead out, believe me, damn, there would be some kind of explaining to do, man. But since there was no crime committed, what do you want me to explain to you? If you don't believe me, go find the proof. Go find it. But we'll have our day in court, man. It's coming up. Matter of fact, it's coming up in how many days? 2.5 weeks. It's coming. All these answers, all these questions will be answered in a courtroom setting. I told you, don't base the outcome off of views. I'm not basing the outcome off of views and subscribers and clicks and thumbs up and thumbs down. No. The outcome is going to be decided in the courtroom setting. I could care less on people's opinion. Right? What matters to me is that what a judge decides. Right? If the judge decides that I was in the wrong and they have every right to call me a predator and a pedophile, then I guess I have to eat it then, right? But there's no such thing. Right? Because they're going to ask you, why do you say that? Well, there's no bill. He has to explain the no bill. No bill self-explanatory. There was no crime, no evidence, No crime. Well, there was a victim. Well, where's the victim statement at? Where's all this? The judge is going to ask you all this. The judge is going to ask, okay, where are you calling this? You're showing me a no bill. This says this guy's innocent by the state of Texas. So who are you trying to convict him? This sounds more of a defamation of character. Oh, so you used Francisco Martinez and knowing that he wasn't him, but you wanted to portray him. Well, what was the purpose? What was the intentions of hurting my character? Of not of making me not talk about Mark Moore. Right. But I've chosen not to talk about Mark Moore because it's pointless, man. Let the victims fight their battle. I got my battle fighting with that piece of shit, right? And it's the legal system. Let the families of the victims, let the people that have been offended by Mark Moore deal with Mark Moore. I've already did enough. I'm trying to move on from that topic of homosexuality. I don't know, man. That's for the courtroom. That's for you to find out, man. Right? That's for you to find out. Right? You have to do your research, man. Monday I'm gonna go see if you have an attorney, man. I'm gonna go. I'm not even too worried about this case, man. All right. I'm not worried about it, man, because it's like if I can prove the intention, I can prove the malice, and I can prove the defamation. Hey, go do the research. All right. You heard it from Susie Blow. You heard it from Joe Blow. You used the style. You still decided to republish it. You're still liable, man. You're still liable to the extent of what? Now you're liable. Now I have to approve how extent was your damage. What were you trying to accomplish with your malice and what were you trying to accomplish? No. You have to do the research, man. Hire you go pay a couple of fees and get you some advice. All right. And then once you get you some advice, some legal advice, then you can try to see how you want to handle it about yourself. Do you think you can handle it? You think you can handle it on your own, or do you want a legal team, a lawyer? But like for me, it's a simple case, man. Simple case. I can prove the false information, the intent, the malice, uh, all to defame my character. So I can prove the case. So I'm not even worried about it, man, right? Because everything that will be explained, man, right? Because everything here in the state of Texas and everywhere you go is public knowledge, man. So it's not like you can't do your due diligence. Uh, it's going to be a good thing, man. You know, I just can't. I can't wait, right? I can't wait to show my facts and have my argument. Like I said, all they got is a no bill. That's all they have. All they have is a no bill. It's not my fault you can't interpret what a no bill is. If you don't know or don't understand legal verbiage, well then it's not right for you to be out there trying to spin narrative off of a document that clearly says somebody is innocent, right? You got a document that says innocent, and you're trying to spin the narrative of a conviction. That in itself is like, what is your argument? What is your? I would like to know if you have a document that says not guilty, innocent. What is your argument to call a man a monster, a chomo, a pedophile, a rapist? What grounds do you have? Have you talked to the victim? Do I have victims that you talk to, or did I ever tell you that I was a monster or a creep, or what information that you get that it was true, other than what conviction that you were so convicted and said, yeah, he's a monster. Yeah. Other than a document that says not guilty, innocent. That's what that no bill means. If you want to explain, understand what a no bill means first. But it doesn't fit the narrative that you wanted to spin, right? So you had to go get Francisco Martinez. Francisco, yeah, this him. Convicted, publish it, republish it, information of character, right? All you have, your argument is a fucking no bill, a legal document that benefits me, right? Because you have no argument. Well, Your Honor, it says right here, but it says the no bill. This says not a conviction, a plead out, cop out. Do you understand what it means for a no bill? Well, then you should have done your research, right? And found out why the state of Texas gave Mr. Martinez a no bill. You should have done your research. You consider yourself a content creator / journalism. Instead, you want me to explain myself, and I'm like, explain myself for what? For you can have. There's nothing for me to explain. That's your responsibility to make these claims, and you got to have proof. I have proof for all my claims, right? The cyberbullying, the defamation of character. I have all the. I mean, I have a good fucking argument. That that's for the simple-minded people, man. That want uh YouTube. Don't YouTube. I don't give a fuck about YouTube's opinion, right? YouTube has did nothing but harm to me, man. Right? And it's not YouTube itself. It's just the people that are on YouTube, right? That are cyberbullying, using the platform for wrong intentions to defame character, cyberbullying. That's what Dante Lamar Bell uses that platform for. Exploitative tactics. Right? I care so much that I'm taking it to the legal system to where it matters. Right? People, there's no courts here. There's no YouTube other than people's fantasy mind, man. It's kangaroo court. We need to go into a courtroom that has no fight in the dog. Right? We go into a courtroom. The courtroom just wants to hear facts. There's no trolls in the chats trying to manipulate positive, negative reinforcement. No, it's just one honorable person that's going to make the call. You have a hellified argument. Right? Your argument is a no bill. Pathetic. That is pathetic, man. That is like that in the courtroom is equivalent to my dog ate my homework. You know how fucking i- idiotic, imbecile it would sound in the courtroom. I'm telling you, I can only compare it to when a kid would tell the teacher, "Hey, my dog ate my homework." There's no excuse. No excuse, right? You're not autistic. You're not on the Down syndrome. So you knew what you were doing with your malice behavior. Your intentions were to cause me harm, emotionally distress, doxing me, putting my address out there for people to come do me harm. You don't remember calling up on Thongo Blast? Oh, Thongo Blast needs to come handle this dude. All these videos will be played in the courtroom to paint a perfect picture. If all your argument on why you called me up all these names and defame my character was a no bill, well, buddy, you got a long way to go, man. I suggest you start doing some homework. And I don't know, man. I don't know. But if that is your argument, compared to a hundred solidified case on my end, your only argument is a legal document that says no bill. That is your only argument. And then, of course, the judge is going to be like, but do you understand? Do you know the meaning of a no bill? Do you know the meaning? Do you understand? Did you, as a content creator, reach out to an attorney and ask their opinion, their advice? Hey, what is this? Is it okay if I go in there and start calling this guy a chomo, a rapist, a pedophile based off of this? Do I have enough grounds to, be on the safe grounds? That's what a content creator does, man, to cover their ass. Especially somebody with the plaque, a YouTube plaque, 140,000 subscribers. That means, hey, that you're on the path to success. You know the community guidelines. Hey, you received the plaque, so you should know the rules. So it's not like you didn't have the opportunity or the right or the no. You chose the malice to cause me emotional distress, to cause me harm by somebody through one of your cult followings, your followers, your minions. Uh, so if that's all you got, if that's all you got, then you got a weak case, my boy. The Honorable Sasha Moreno wants to listen to facts. She wants facts, man. And if you can prove facts, then you ain't got nothing to worry about. But you do have a fact right there. You do have a legal document. That is true. That is a fact. That is a no bill. She's going to ask you the same thing I'm going to ask you right now. Why didn't you go do your research and find out why the state of Texas gave him a no bill before you published anything? As a content creator, as a journalist, you go out there and do your due diligence before you call a duck, you got to go and cross your cross your T's and dot your I's, right? Before you call him a duck. But you chose not to. I don't care who Blue Blanco is, man. Right? It ain't me. Right? If he can prove that it's me, I don't know, right? Blue Blanco is just a screen name. It's a screen name. It's a screen name. Who the fuck is Blue Blanco? It's a fucking screen name. Who is God Soldier? Who the fuck is God Soldier? I don't know who the fuck God Soldier is. I just know God Soldier. I don't know who the fuck they. So Blue Blanco is just a screen name. I don't know who. You know how many people are on screen names that you can't even verify? Like, who the fuck? That's why. Do you see me associating with anybody? IP address. Once again, man. If he can provide all the IP addresses, I will have the list of IP addresses from my provider, right? From my service provider. It's going to show from what date and what date any IP address has been logged into it. And we'll go from there, man. Who who wouldn't want their address down, man? Right? If somebody's saying you're Blue Blanco and they're putting your address out there, well, fuck you'd be upset too, wouldn't you? You don't want your address taken down. Or am I supposed to be like, oh yeah, man, I'm Blue Blanco, keep my address up? That makes no sense, man. But like I said, I have all my arguments, man. If they feel that they got IP addresses that can match my, well, then that's for Sasha Moreno, the honorable Sasha Moreno, to decide the outcome. Because that's all we're doing. I filed a formal complaint on being wronged, and I have to prove that, which is simple. That's simple. It's facts. Ain't nobody spoofed my IP, man. Nobody did that, man. Nobody. Right? That was another manipulation tactic of trying to feed into my ignorance. Right? Trying to feed into my ignorance about hag. No, man. Right? No. Just like how he said he had that thumb drive. Well, he needs to take that thumb drive, right? Didn't he have a thumb drive? With all kinds of illegal stuff and stuff that I was watching. And well, he needs to take that thumb drive. Don't forget that thumb drive. Don't forget it. Right? Don't forget it. And say, hey, look, he has all. Don't forget it, man. There's no such thing, right? But he can try to have an argument and try to play. No, man, there's no such thing, right? He didn't spoof my ID. He didn't spoof my phone. He didn't do none of that shit, right? That I don't know, man. It's probably one of them dudes fucking friends, man. Right? That dude, they all try to feed off the play, man. Right? They all try to feed off the play. Oh, Alex Goldbee's a hack. Hey, come on, ain't none of that shit happened. Right? My ignorance fell for it, and none of it happened. Right? We'll have our day in court. Right? He needs to bring the IP addresses. I don't know, man. You're gonna have to ask. You're gonna have to ask him about that. Right? You're gonna have to ask him about that. I could care less about this time, man. I can actually care on how he feels about me, because we're gonna have our day in court. Me and Mr. Dante Lamar Bell, we will have our day in court. Uh, I'm not even gonna use no witnesses, man. I don't need no witnesses. Right? I don't need no witnesses. All right. For what? For these guys, for these guys can get my wife's information and be putting her stuff out there, or any no, right? No. So I'm gonna get all my ducks in a row and just present it on that day. And we'll go from there. And that's it. That's all we can do. We're gonna see who has to explain themselves, and who has an argument, and who does it. Because if I said at the end of the day, if all your argument is a no bill, it is. You're right about that, Pinky. You're right about that, Pinky. That's why, man. I don't dox anybody, man. Right. Uh, if I know where you live at, that's just like my ace in the hole, man. That's just for me to know. That's not for me to publicly put anybody's information out there on social media, man. Let me see why. Okay, why did Alex have a wrench? I'm gonna tell you why, man. Because he got me on by donating money. Right, he was donating money. He was super chatting money. So I said, "Oh man, this guy's really down, man." So I didn't know the manipulation people go through on YouTube. Right, it's worse than in the streets, man. Right, once you know how manipulative YouTube is, then you can expect shit. You can already expect it, man. Right. So that's how they get you, man. They get you with positive reinforcement. They bring you in, and they just try to get you through a back door. Right. Once I seen it, you distance yourself, man. You block them. Right. You block them. That's all you can do. Don't entertain them. Just block the fuck out of them. And that's what I do, man. So that's why he was able to get a rich, right? Because he was cash out. He was cash, not cash out, but super chatting it, and and that's why I felt like, man, I should give him a wrench. But at the time, I didn't know how wrenches worked, right? Wrenches can't do nothing, man. They can't do nothing. There's not too much a wrench can do, man, other than ban and comments and shit like that. There's not too much they can do. But once again, they were playing off my ignorance, man. Right? They were playing off my ignorance. What do I do with my in my room? So yeah, man. I mean, I'm not worried about none of that, man. Right now I'm just moving forward. I got a lot of things going on. Uh, that case is just for me. It's a little simple case that I can prove. We'll see the outcome of it, man. Just don't let my silence or my not posting or doing videos like some kind of a weakness or that I'm losing. No, man. I just not choosing to partake at the moment, right? Uh, once I you know see the outcome of what happens, then we'll go from there. We'll go from there. Right. So y'all have a good one, man. Uh, Giving y'all a little quick update. Maybe I'll probably give y'all update after the pre-trial. After the pre-trial, man. All right. See what's going on, and I'll catch you on the next one, man.